We're here at a Flying J truck stop and at a Denny's now. We're gonna have dinner here. And we're spending the night in an RV slot out here and not having to worry about finding a campsite. We'll enter the camper, we'll close the door, and we'll never know the difference, right?
Right.
So what did you get?
I got the steak, sirloin steak with mashed potatoes and broccoli.
Yeah. And I just got the appetizer combo with some chicken wings and mozzarella sticks and onion rings. So, and if you get hungry, we have apples.
Yeah, we got some. I took.
We'll see you later.
Yeah. So he brought me some apples, and I haven't had any yet.
Happens all. It's normal. It happens all the time.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we're at a Flying J. It's about 9 p.m. It's not too loud and doesn't matter too much. Joyce and I are pretty deep sleepers. Price of gas is $3.99 here, the lowest I've seen it anywhere. So we're going to fill up for sure. They have very nice facilities here. I just came back from the store and Joyce is brushing her teeth and all that stuff. Look what I got her. And here she is.
Hi.
Look what I got you.
Oh no. That is great.
It is. And we have spoons too.
Yes, we do.
Time for a movie and some Breyer's Reese's ice cream. Good night. We are leaving this Flying J. It's been pretty good. Had a Denny's in it. We've had some people stay here in the RV spots. All these people slept over. Now it is time to fill up. This is what we ended up with for 28 gallons, $114. This tank actually holds 36 gallons. That's the way it came on the lot. At the time, I would have preferred the 25-gallon version, which is standard. But when you're towing, you can go, a long ways between having to stop for gas. But fill up is quite a bit. So we were about 3/4 full on this one. We filled about 3/4. That's why it was only 28 gallons. Here we are. We're at the Grotto of the Redemption in West Bend, Iowa. And we're about to go in. From what I understand, it's about a guy who he was a monk and he spent his life building a bunch of grottos, religious monuments out of minerals and pebbles and gems.
Yes.
So, let's go.
It's good. Yeah, it should be interesting.
Let's go to the museum first, Joyce. Here are some of the early pictures of it before it was built. It seems that it started in 1898 and 80% finished in 1947. As a seminarian, he had pneumonia, and if he survived, he told God that he would build a shrine. And he did for his entire life. Different minerals used in building the grotto. They came from all over the world. Wow, this thing is huge. This is just part of the back side of it. All the different minerals. The scripture goes all along this wall. I don't think that shows it, but it goes up about, maybe 20 feet. This is the Ten Commandments Grotto, Moses. One of the upper levels. This is the highest level. I was going to do some drone footage, but I don't think I need to now. I'm already up here. nice, but completely unrealistic, of course, but all quartz. We were at the Grotto here, which you probably just saw, the shrine, and we were going back to one of the few truck stops in this kind of remote area called the Chrome Truck Stop. It was 20 miles backtracking, and when we got to the Grotto, we took a brochure, and there are 2 campgrounds right here on the grounds. For example, there's the Grotto way back there, and this is one of their campgrounds. This is the one that has the 20 amp hookups, and the one across the street has the 30 amp hookups. So it was $20, and I didn't even know it was here, but what luck. And they're pretty casual about it, and we have electricity. It's about 50 degrees out here right now, and about 57 in the camper, so I've got the heat turned on, which is good. It's good that we have electricity to be able to do that. So we'll be staying here for the night and then heading west. We are off the beaten path, so we broke open the cans of Campbell's beef stew, heated up a bagel in the microwave, and a couple cans of soda.
Hi.
And that's what's for supper tonight.
Yep.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise.
This is pretty exciting, huh? This is the episode of Spock's brain on Star Trek.
Yes. Yeah.
I can see you're very into it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, folks, it's about 6:30 here, 6:45.
Oh, yeah.
At the Grotto, at the monastery, and we'll probably take a little shower later before we leave. One thing about places that are run by monks, they may be old, but they're well maintained and very clean.
Yes.
So it's really been a nice place. Of course, we're in Nebraska, and tomorrow,
Not in
we're
Nebraska.
in Iowa.
Iowa.
Right, so we're headed through Iowa, and as much of Nebraska as we can, which probably won't be much because it's a long state. We've been through South Dakota before, and that took forever. You just set your vehicle on cruise control and then take a nap for 3 hours. And you wake up halfway across the state, and that's it. So we'll go through Nebraska, or part of it. We'll try to find a campground. It's Sunday today, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that the campgrounds regular campground should be opened up. We just got to be at this one because we discovered it at the Grotto that it was part of it, and there was plenty of vacancy. But we do know that in state parks this weekend they're full everywhere. So starting Sunday they open up, and like last week there probably won't be anyone there, and we'll probably be that way for most of the week. And eventually, get through the week, we should be out in the west and maybe find some public lands, BLM lands. We'll see. So back to Star Trek. Yes, good morning. It's Sunday morning, and we're just about ready to leave the Grotto of the, what was it?
Salvation.
Yeah, and in Iowa, and we're headed towards Nebraska, which is going to be a long state to traverse. So, we're in no big rush. We want to get out to some public or BLM land for Memorial Day weekend, which is coming up in about a week. So we'll take a little while to get there. I looked ahead at, I think I pronounced it right, Nebara State Park, near the Lewis and Clark Lake on the Missouri River.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And as I suspected, come Sunday, which is today, it's pretty much open the rest of the week. It's the weekends that are bad. And next weekend will be bad because of Memorial Day weekend. That's next weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I think so.
So we're headed out there. It's only about 3.5 hours away. Not a huge ride, but long enough. But we're in no rush, and we'll be starting to hit some western land, particularly as we get halfway through Nebraska. There's a lot of that western sort of topography that we really like to ride through, and we'll be spending some time out there, Nebraska and Wyoming, and we'll see where we go from there. But this is we're in our second week now, right?
Yeah.
This is Friday was our second week, so we're a week and 2 days into the trip, and we allowed ourselves anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks, or actually whenever we want. There's no rush to be anywhere else. So we're about to take off, and I'd let you take off with us, but I need the phone for the GPS.
Yeah.
For Google GPS. So
it's a beautiful morning today.
Yes, it is. But it was cold last night, about 37 degrees. Yeah. And this morning it's still cool. It's in the 50s.
Yeah.
Ironically, this weekend in Maine, it's 85 and 90, and here in the Midwest, it's cooler than what Maine temperatures usually are. Back in Maine, 85 and 90 are this time of year are unheard of, and we get them in regularly now during the summer. And a long time ago, an 85-degree day was very rare in Maine. 75 to 80 maybe at the most. So times they are a changing. But
that's sure.
We're still enjoying ourselves, and I'm afraid our carbon footprint isn't helping things too much, but it's what you do to move a camper.
Yes, that's true.
Cross country.
Yeah.
So, see you on the flip side.
Yeah. See ya.
Just wanted to show you some of the terrain we're traveling through in Nebraska. All states have their beautiful areas. Nebraska's no exception. But we see a lot of this for quite a while. The terrain changes over and over again. It was super flat. Now it's a little hillier. So
here we are.
Niobrara State Park in Nebraska. Really nice park. Not inexpensive. $30, but $12 if you're not a resident, just as a park fee to come here. So I wonder if our National Parks Pass would have covered that. I don't know. Too late now. It was self-registering anyway.
Yeah.
And the place is pretty much empty. It's Sunday. I can tell it wasn't, though, because the bathrooms need some attention, so there must have been a busy weekend here. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little walk down around part of one of the loops and check out the scenery.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
Side of the park, halfway around the loop. We would have probably camped over here, except that it's such a hike to the bathrooms for both me and Joyce. Get up in the middle of the night, it's a quarter of a mile back there. But there's a causeway there with a road. Nice, Joyce?
Yes.
And you can tell this river, and is this still the Missouri River? We passed the Missouri River a couple of times. We've noticed everywhere on it, the water level is very, very low. And it's spring, it should be highest, right? You can see I don't know if you can see, let me zoom in out there. Sorry about the shaking around. There's a lot of sandbars in the middle of the river sticking up. The water doesn't look very deep anywhere at all.
Yeah.
So there must be drought conditions out here too. We're just sitting at a picnic table at a campsite across the rotunda from us, and there are a few people here, but almost all the campsites again are empty because it's Monday. Here's a row of them looking all the way down on one side of the loop. On this side there's not one camper, and there are two larger rigs, a trailer and a motorhome here on the left.